Hi, I'm Bradshaw. I'm here at Hampden Park with the Women's Scottish Cup, where the semi-finals and finals are being played here for the first time. Sunday is the turn of Glasgow City against Celtic. We're chatting to the managers and a couple of the players. Let's see what they've got to say about this momentous day. Leanne, here at Hampden, how is that transition from player to manager? Obviously, you've been involved in football the whole time. How are you finding it?
I'm loving it. I don't think there's been a huge transition in terms of like taking responsibility and stuff like that. I think I was always a player that I coached when I was on the pitch. People were always telling me that I was going to become a coach. So I think I was destined.
Is that code, were you Moni? Is that what you're trying
Absolutely,
to
yes.
Also, I've just seen one of your players nod out in the background like, yes, yes, she was.
I think if you ask anybody that question, they'll tell you it's a yes. Leanne Crichton was exactly the same as well. But in terms of like the involvement of the game and just the number of spectators and stuff that we're expecting at the weekend, it's absolutely huge for the women's game, and I think the more that we can grow that fan base and grow the interest in the game, it can only help to improve the overall standard and the product that the players are producing on the pitch as well. And
any superstitions, wash one way, that put one on the right way, or anything like that?
Oh, I guess everybody's got their own little superstitions, but I'll just keep them to myself.
You can touch a cup if you want.
Nah, I'll just get in trouble anyway for putting
I've already been in trouble. Hayley, we're here at Hampden. I think you're the only player that we're chatting today that played in the Jamaica game that we're here. How's it feel? Because you've played a great level with football for a while. Did you ever think we'd get the chance for semi-finals and finals at Hampden?
I always hoped for it. I think, you know, the women's game's progressing. Slowly but surely. Obviously the men, they play here, their semi-finals, finals every year, but yeah, it's the prestige of playing at your national stadium. I think, yeah, we're really looking forward to going into it.
What about in terms of dressing rooms and stuff like that? Who's the DJ? Who takes control?
Lee Gibson.
Okay. And happy with that, or?
Yeah, she's fine, she's good.
She's fine?
She doesn't take many requests, but she always plays GBX, so I know.
And how does someone like Priscilla coming in, how is she factored into GBX?
She's good. She comes out with like little Scottish phrases now. She's always like aye, or she'll be like I'm pure tired. But yeah, she's great. She's
nice,
doing good.
Nice. And what in terms of like, obviously it's been a difficult week for the club, back-to-back defeats for the first time in a long time. Does that affect what happens here on Sunday?
I mean, it has been a tough week, but yeah, it's when you learn about yourself and your teammates, and I think a Scottish Cup semi-final at the National Stadium is the perfect way to go out and prove ourselves again.
Yeah. How many seasons in total you played for Glasgow City then?
This is my 8th. Yeah, it's changed massively. I think we've gone from being, you know, amateur to semi-professional to now fully professional. We've got our home based at Petershill. You can see the growth in the women's game in general. But yeah, I think it's a bit of a slow burner, but we're definitely on the up.
How does it feel? I mean, she's currently standing about 10 metres away staring at you. What's it like being managed by a teammate and probably someone who was your pal? I don't know if she still is, it's just the way I phrased it.
Yeah, I think it maybe becomes a little bit different dynamic, but not too much. I think, yeah, when Leanne played and I played alongside her, she was almost like a coach anyway on the pitch, the way that she understands the game, the way that she sees the game. And then obviously she's been our assistant manager as well, so the transition has been pretty smooth, if I'm being honest.
And how was she moaning on the pitch? Because she said she was. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, she was, but I'd probably give her a good run for her money, I think.
And let's just chat quickly about the opponents on Sunday. Played them already this season. What kind of game are you expecting?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fast game, a physical game. Yeah, on the bigger pitch, I think we'll see some good attacking play. I think more importantly for us, it's about bringing our own qualities to this game. But yeah, we're well prepared and we're looking forward to it.
So Fran, we're here at Hampden. Have you been here as a fan before?
I watched Scotland versus Ireland, the last game. It was as part of the pro-license ceremony.
Ah, okay, yeah. So we lost 1-0?
Yep.
Yeah, I was there, it was a bleak game. So you didn't make it to the Scotland-Spain game, the men's game either?
No, and I don't regret it.
Fair enough, because we were just talking, obviously, reigning holders of the Cup, but last year it was at Tynecastle, so do you think that this is going to be a different feel this year? Does it feel like a different tournament, or does the pitch not really matter to you guys?
We just focus on the game. The game is the most important, but obviously, you know, I think at Tynecastle we got something like 5,000 people or 5,000, so that won't matter. So obviously the stadium is incredible. Tynecastle was very good as well last year. Obviously, this is special. Is the national team stadium. But the important thing is how many people come and cheer us up. That's the key thing. And then obviously, you know, to play as well as we have done in previous occasion in the big games. That's important as well.
And I've been to games where you've managed. I think it'd be nice to say you're quite loud on the touchline.
Nah.
Do you think fans over there will be able to hear you on Sunday?
I don't know. As long as the players hear me, that's fine. Yeah, you know, I'm a passionate man. I like to, you know, I live every game like if I was playing. Obviously I'm not, and I think sometimes it's a positive thing, sometimes it's not, but sometimes, you know, it's contagious to players. They play with this passion, which I like. For me, it's very important. It's not the right way. There are other management styles that are perfect, but this is the way I like, and that's the way I like the teams my teams to play, with a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm, with a lot of engagement with the fans. And yeah, it's so far in 3 years, this is my third season. So far, it has worked perfectly, so let's carry on.
So Kelly, we're at Hampden, reigning cup holders. I asked the manager this as well earlier. Does it feel like a different competition this year because it's moved to Hampden, or is that just like an extra added bonus for you, Kelly?
It's just an added bonus. There are 3 trophies up for grabs every year, and it's one of them. We want to win every game, never mind every trophy. We never set out to not win a game of football. Last year's Scottish Cup final was a huge occasion for us. It was probably up there with the best, if not the best, moments of my career. I loved absolutely every second of it, and you crave to feel that exact same emotion again. An amazing occasion for us. Everybody was absolutely buzzing. It was just one of the best moments. You know, we'd gone down to 10 men. Jodie'd come in at half-time and given us such a speech about how we can still do it, totally believe in yourselves, all that kind of stuff, and to be able to celebrate with her after the game, after she'd been emotional at half-time, just felt amazing.
And what about, right, so we're in Hampden on Sunday. Who's the DJ in the dressing room? Do you have one? Do you take it in turns?
Jacinta.
And happy with it, or does she take suggestions? She
does take suggestions. The music's very different to Scottish music. Okay,
so what are we getting? What kind of stuff are we getting? So if we walk by Celtic dressing room on Sunday, what kind of tunes can we expect to hear?
Some R&B, some Caribbean sounding music, not quite the GBX that you'll probably hear if you walk past all the other dressing rooms. She is open to suggestions at times, but the internationals are not a fan of Scottish music, so it's not very. It's not, you're not going to recognise very much, put it that way.
Well, I loved how diplomatic you tried to be through all of that.
I had to make sure I didn't say anything I couldn't say.
So you can watch a game on Sunday on the Scottish Cup social channels. It's got all the makings of a classic. You've got a team who've been top of the league most of the season, lost their last 2 against the current cup holders. It's going to be tasty, it's going to be exciting, and one of the dressing rooms is going to have GBX. What more can you want?